Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
So welcome back to our other review series practice quiz, and this is now part 2 of our tropical design and green architecture series. So instructions before proceeding with the quiz: it is best to get a piece of paper muna, cut lengthwise, and then write down numbers 1 to 30 so that when you are ready, you can now start with the quiz, and for every question, write down the corresponding letter of your best choice or answer from the multiple choice. And you will be given 10 seconds to finalize your answer. At the end of the quiz, count the total number of your correct answers and check your score rating. So if you are now ready, good luck. So number 1. A proactive design approach that focus on improving existing conditions. A. Active design. B. Regenerative design. C. Generative design. And D. Passive design. And our correct answer is letter B, regenerative design. So regenerative design goes beyond sustainability by actively improving and restoring the environment rather than just minimizing negative impact. It focuses on enhancing ecosystems, resources, and social conditions, creating a positive environmental and social effect. Number 2. What is a brownfield? A. A site which has been built on before. B. A site which will support minimum plant growth. C. Located in a downtown area. And D. A site which has been developed on before which has potential water pollution. And our correct answer is letter D, a site which has been developed on before which has potential water pollution. So a brownfield is a previously developed site, often industrial or commercial, that may be contaminated with hazardous substances and thus requires assessment or remediation before redevelopment. So it contrasts with greenfield sites, which are undeveloped land. Number 3. Which of the following cannot be considered as alternative fuel? A. Natural gas. B. LPG. C. Coal. And D. Biodiesel. And our correct answer is letter C, coal. So alternative fuels are options that are less polluting and often renewable compared to conventional petroleum fuels. Natural gas, LPG, and biodiesel are considered alternative fuels aside from geothermal, hydropower, solar, biomass, and wind. Coal is a non-renewable fossil fuel and not considered an alternative fuel. Number 4. Which of the following is considered as a mass transit? A. Bus. B. Company car. C. Taxi. And D. Carpool. And our correct answer is letter A, bus. So mass transit refers to public transportation systems designed to carry large numbers of passengers efficiently. So buses, trains, subways, and trams fall under mass transit, whereas taxis, company cars, and carpools are private or shared transport but not mass transit. Number 5. A precipitation that is unusually acidic. A. Acid splash. B. Acid precipitation, C. Acid rain, and D. All of the above. And our correct answer is letter C, acid rain. So acid rain refers to precipitation, that is rain, snow, fog, or mist, that is unusually acidic, usually due to sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides in the atmosphere. These compounds react with water to form acids, lowering the pH of the precipitation. Number 6. A land area often flat and adjacent to river streams that are likely to be flooded by a storm of certain size. A. Floodplain, B. Alluvial plain, C. Watershed, and D. Flood-prone area. And our correct answer is letter A, floodplain. So a floodplain is a flat area next to a river stream that is prone to flooding during periods of high water. It is shaped by the natural movement of the river and its sediments over time. May tinatawag na 50-year floodplain at may tinatawag din na 100-year floodplain. So you have to check that data. Number 7. Which of the following is considered as greenfields? A. Not previously developed. B. Not previously graded. C. Not previously vegetated. And D. Not previously been a landfill. And our correct answer is letter A, not previously developed. So greenfields are undeveloped lands that have never been built on or used for urban development. They are often considered for new construction projects because they lack prior infrastructure or contamination, unlike brownfields. So that is the opposite, no? Greenfields, the opposite is brownfields. 8. Which of the following is the best location for green building projects? A. Floodplain, B. Brownfield, C. Greenfield, and D. Wetland. And our correct answer is letter B, brownfield. So brownfield sites are previously developed lands that may be underused or abandoned. Redeveloping brownfields for green building projects helps revitalize urban areas, reduce urban sprawl, and make use of existing infrastructure, making them more sustainable than building on untouched greenfields. Floodplains or wetlands are actually hindi recommended. Number 9. Which of the following types of vehicles is not considered as an alternative fuel vehicle? A. Hydrogen-powered, B. Diesel-powered, C. Electric-powered, and D. Hybrid. And our correct answer is letter B, diesel-powered. So alternative fuel vehicles, AFVs, use fuels or power resources that are less polluting or renewable, such as hydrogen, electricity, or hybrid systems. Standard diesel-powered vehicles rely on fossil fuels and are not considered alternative fuel vehicles. So ito yung mga examples ng mga AFVs, no? Biodiesel, electricity, ethanol, hydrogen, natural gas, propane, and renewable diesel. This is different from the standard diesel. Number 10. What is SRI? A. Solar reflection indices. B. Solar reflection index. C. Solar reflectance indices. And D. Solar reflection info. And our correct answer is letter B, Solar Reflection Index. So SRI measures a material's ability to reflect solar heat and emit absorbed heat. It is commonly used for roofing and paving materials to assess their contribution to reducing the heat island effect in urban areas. So yung pag-reflect, no, the fraction of solar energy that is reflected by the roof, solar reflectance. Ang thermal emittance naman is the relative ability of the roof surface to radiate or absorb heat. Number 11, bioswales are used for blank. A. Stormwater management. Letter B, reducing HIE or heat island effect. And C, water efficiency in the landscape. And D, erosion control. And our correct answer is letter A, stormwater management. So bioswales are landscape features designed to capture, convey, and treat stormwater runoff. They use vegetation, soil, and sometimes engineered substrates to filter pollutants and slow down water flow, reducing the impact on drainage systems. So number 12, native plants that grow reliably with minimal fertilizer, pesticides, and water. A. Adaptive plants. B. Local plantings. C. Vegetative plants. And D. Vernacular plants. And our correct answer is letter D. Vernacular plants. So vernacular plants are native or indigenous plants that are well adapted to local conditions. They require minimal maintenance, fertilizer, pesticides, or irrigation, making them ideal for sustainable landscaping. So native or indigenous. Number 13, the ability of a material to emit heat by radiation. A. Conductivity. B. Reflection. C. Refractance. And D. Emissivity. And our correct answer is letter D. Emissivity. So emissivity is a material property that measures its ability to emit thermal radiation. Materials with high emissivity radiate heat more efficiently, while those with low emissivity retain heat. So, titingnan niyo yung portion ng galing sa infrared energy, kung ilang percent ang nare-radiate versus yung nare-reflect. Number 14, the loss of soil by wind or flowing water. A. Erosion. B. Deviation. C. Wind blowing effect. And D. Landslide. And our correct answer is letter A. Erosion. So erosion is the process by which soil and rock are worn away and transported by natural forces such as wind, water, or ice. It can lead to land degradation and loss of fertile topsoil. So erosion is the movement of soil, rock, or sediment by water, wind, ice, or gravity. 15. Which of the following is not a natural refrigerant? A. Freon. B. Natural gas. C. Cold air. And D. Cold water. And our correct answer is letter A. Freon. So Freon is a synthetic refrigerant that is chlorofluorocarbon or CFC or hydrochlorofluorocarbon HCFC and is not natural. Natural refrigerants include substances like ammonia, carbon dioxide, water, air, and hydrocarbons. So yung dati, ang ginagamit, yung mga older ay yung mga CFCs, no? Yung mga Freon. Pini-phase out na yun at saka yung HCFC din, no? Hydrofluorocarbon ay pini-phase out na rin ngayon. Ang ginagamit na ngayon ay ang HFCs and saka yung HFOs. So, ang HFC ay ang hydrofluorocarbon. So, ang HFO is ang hydrofluoroolefins. Number 16. What will you provide in a room to best generate air movement? A. Cross ventilation. B. Padded plants. C. Clerestory windows. And D. Louvered windows. And our correct answer is letter A, cross ventilation. So cross ventilation occurs when air enters a room through openings on one side and exits through openings on the opposite side, creating a natural airflow that efficiently cools and refreshes the space. Other options like padded plants or louvered windows may influence airflow slightly but are far less effective. Number 17. What do you mean by EER? A. Energy efficiency rating. B. Energy efficiency ratio. C. Electric energy reserve. And D. Efficient energy reciprocal. And our correct answer is letter B, energy efficiency ratio. So EER, energy efficiency ratio, is a measure of an air conditioning unit's efficiency. It is calculated as the cooling capacity in BTU per hour divided by the power input in watts. A higher EER indicates a more energy efficient system. So, ito yung lumalabas sa mga energy guide, yung energy efficiency ratio. So, the higher is more energy efficient. Number 18. What VOC, volatile organic compound, that can affect the quality of air inside the building? A. Cooking inside the building. B. Wooden material. C. Painting and furniture. And D. HVAC, electrical wiring. And our correct answer is letter C, painting and furniture. So volatile organic compounds or VOCs are emitted from paints, varnishes, adhesives, and certain furniture materials, affecting indoor air quality and potentially causing health issues like headaches, dizziness, or respiratory irritation. While cooking can produce some emissions, VOCs in building design are primarily associated with construction and furnishing materials. So here are some sources of VOCs inside the building. Number 19. A climate classification where the main problem is the lack of heat, that is underheating, or an excessive heat dissipation for all or most parts of the year. A. Hot dry climate. B. Cold climate. C. Warm, humid climate. And D. Solar radiation. And our correct answer is letter B. Cold climate. So a cold climate is characterized by low ambient temperatures, where the main challenge in building design is retaining heat and preventing excessive heat loss throughout most of the year. In contrast, yung hot dry climate deals with excessive heat. Ito sa mga Middle Eastern countries, no? And tropical is warm, humid climate deals with high temperature and moisture or humidity. So here are the characteristics of structures in cold climates. You have compact form, interior thermal mass is introduced, you have dark exterior finishes to absorb heat, and south-facing windows with summer shading. Number 20. A phenomenon where the urban temperature is hotter than rural temperature. A. Albedo effect. B. Wind shadow. C. Urban heat island. And D. Azimuth. And our correct answer is letter C, urban heat island. So the urban heat island effect occurs when urban areas become significantly warmer than surrounding rural areas due to heat retention by buildings, roads, and other impervious surfaces combined with reduced vegetation and human activities. Kaya mas mataas ang temperature sa urban areas. 21. Wind direction of amihan. A. Northwest. B. Southeast. C. Southwest. And D. Northeast. And our correct answer is letter D. Northeast. So, amihan refers to the northeast monsoon in the Philippines, typically blowing from the northeast from November to February or November to April, bringing cooler and drier air. So, ang habagat, November to February or November to May or November to April. Nag-iiba-iba, no? While the habagat is from June to October. Yung iba, May to October yung habagat. So, ang amihan is cool and dry air, no? Versus yung sa habagat is mainit at moist na hangin, no? Mula sa Indian Ocean. Number 22. Maximum solar heat factor for walls in warm, humid tropics. A. 3%, B. 5%, C. 4%, and D. 6%. And our correct answer is letter C, 4%. So in warm, humid tropical climates, walls should minimize heat gain. The maximum solar heat factor, SHF, for walls is typically around 4%, meaning that only a small portion of solar radiation is transmitted indoors to reduce cooling loads. The reference is Geronimo Manahan's book, Passive Cooling Technology for Buildings and Hot Humid Localities. So accordingly, to avoid excessive radiation, the solar heat factor should not exceed 3% for roofs and 4% for walls in the warm, humid tropics. So these are the standards for warm, humid climates. A reflective surface, low absorptivity, lightweight material, low heat capacity, and insulation should have low U value. And the time lag is 3 hours maximum. 23. In architectural interiors, which of the architectural material is highly considered to have a highest embodied energy in terms of production, transportation, and installation in the building? A. Plywood, B. Concrete block, C. Gypsum board, and D. Aluminum. And our correct answer is letter D, aluminum. So embodied energy refers to the total energy consumed in the production, transportation, and installation of a material. Aluminum has the highest embodied energy among the listed materials because its production requires energy-intensive mining, refining, and smelting processes. So these are the embodied energy in construction. It includes the transport of building materials to the construction site, the transport of laborers, and the construction activities, as well as the transport of waste. 24. In hot, dry climate, what solution is recommended to improve the comfort level of the interior? A. Provide larger openings to introduce natural ventilation. B. Higher walls. C. Lower ceiling. And D. Provide smaller openings to prevent entry of heat. So take note, this is hot, dry climate. Not a tropical climate, but a climate in the Middle East. And our correct answer is letter D, provide smaller openings to prevent entry of heat. So in a hot, dry climate, the main problem is excessive heat gain. To improve interior comfort, smaller openings reduce solar heat penetration. Other strategies include thick walls, shading devices, and high thermal mass materials to keep interiors cool. In contrast sa mga tropical climates or hot, humid climates, large opening is suitable to enhance ventilation. So ito yung sa hot, arid, no, or hot, dry. Mas maliliit lang yung mga windows. Minimal windows with shading. Makakapal ang walls. Maximum thermal mass. Light-colored exterior finishes para nagre-reflect agad yung heat. And introducing mga evaporative cooling techniques. Number 25. Which side of the structure will be exposed to the sun for approximately 8 months? A. North, B. West, C. South, and D. East. And our correct answer is letter C, South. So in the Philippines, that is Northern Hemisphere, tropical location, the sun's path shifts throughout the year between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The south-facing side, this side of a building, receives more direct sunlight for about 8 months, especially from March to October, making it the highest side in tropical design considerations. While yung northern part naman, north side, is 4 months in a year. Number 26. What other factor aside from temperature can improve the comfort level in the interior? A. Humidity, B. Light, C. Air movement, and D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter C, air movement. So aside from temperature, air movement, ventilation, or airflow plays a key role in thermal comfort. It helps increase heat dissipation from the human body through convection and evaporation, and make interiors feel cooler without lowering the actual temperature. So while humidity and light affect comfort in other ways, air movement directly influences perceived thermal comfort. Kaya nga gumagamit ka ng electric fan, di ba, pampahangin or pamaypay, no, para mas maging comfortable. 27. Sustainable design, which would be the best option for an alternative energy source for which the building to use. A. Rain harvesting system. B. Cool roof system. C. Living roof system. And D. PV cell system. And our correct answer is letter D, PV cell system. So in sustainable design, an alternative energy source refers to generating electricity or power from renewable means. PV or photovoltaic cell system converts solar energy into electricity, making it a true alternative energy source. Rain harvesting, cool roofs, and living roofs improve water management or thermal comfort, but do not generate energy. Number 28. In terms of material production and transportation, which of the following flooring materials is considered to have the lowest carbon footprint? A. Baguio stone. B. High-pressure laminated flooring. C. Ceramic tiles. And D. Yard lumber. And our correct answer is letter D, yard lumber. So yard lumber, or timber or wood, has the lowest carbon footprint among the options because it requires less energy to produce compared to processed materials like ceramic tiles or high-pressure laminates. It is renewable, stores carbon, and can be sourced locally, reducing transportation energy. In contrast, ceramic tiles, laminates, and stone are energy-intensive to manufacture and transport. Number 29. Natural light and ventilation should be prioritized for the blank. A. Kitchen and toilet and bath. B. Living and dining areas. C. Toilet and bath only. And D. Bedroom, sleeping area only. And our correct answer is letter B, living and dining areas. So living and dining areas are commonly occupied spaces where people spend significant time during the day. Prioritizing natural light and ventilation in these areas reduces energy consumption for lighting and cooling. It improves indoor air quality as well as overall comfort. Kitchens and bathrooms also benefit from ventilation, but lighting and airflow priorities focus on main living spaces kasi mas maraming gumagamit ng sabay-sabay. No? Number 30. Best location for trees considering a flat terrain. A. North. B. South. C. East. And D. West. And our correct answer is letter B, south. So in the Philippines, tropical northern hemisphere, the south side of a building receives the most sunlight for the majority of the year. Planting trees on the south side provides shade, reduces solar heat gain, and improves passive cooling for the building. Other sites like east and west receive morning or afternoon sun, but the south is the most critical for shading in flat terrains. And that's it for our quiz. Congratulations for completing the quiz. Now, count your total correct answers and determine your score category. If your rating is 15 or less, it is time for a more strategic review.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.